Hi everyone and welcome to Heroes Inclusion blog episode. I'm Daniel Fandor, the founder of Heroes Inclusion. On today's blog episode, we'd like to discuss something very fun, but also the lessons at the same time. So, without further ado, I do want to talk about on certain things, certain levels I would like to discuss about. I know about fitness, health, and any life lesson. But the first time on this blog video, I would like to speak about when it comes being hero, when it comes being between good and evil. I want to teach you something here today. I want to speak to you on behalf on Heroes Inclusion blog. I will be discussing about the video with sportsmanship. So without further ado, I'm going to give you a greatest samples of it. It will not be long, so without further ado, before we get started the episode, please make sure you subscribe Heroes Inclusion on YouTube, and most of all, make sure you follow on Instagram and like on Heroes Inclusion on Facebook. Without further ado, let's get the show on the road. Alright guys, as what we talk about here today, I want to speak on behalf on the sportsmanship. I'm going to give you a great examples what that is so that people can understand it in the very end. I'm going to say this. What Indian man wise words said, between good and evil. And between good and evil, the one you feed. So that's what the wise man said. So I'll tell you what good example is for between good and evil sportsmanship. I start off with evil first. The evil sportsmanship would be like this. It would be anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. That is examples of evil sportsmanship. And now, here's the other flip side, which is called good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship would be like joy, peace, love, hope, severity, humility, kindness, brilliance, empathy, curiosity, truth, compassion, and faith. That is a good example of good sportsmanship. So yes, guys, and also, I want to give you little by little what this is. Between good and bad sportsmanship, every time you go out and play sports, no matter what the competition is, you gotta have a good sportsmanship. And when I mean sportsmanship, it requires humble. It means you want to have a great value to this community with your character. You want to use it not just in the sports competition, but use it outside of it, outside of sports and outside of fitness, because you never know what you have before it's gone. Because that sportsmanship should be a part of your ability of your life, and that's one of the keys, because you want to make the difference of the community. So that is very important to keep a sportsmanship, where you want to make sure you use it not just for your respected people in sports, but you want to be respected outside the community. When you have a job, or when you have your goals, or when you have school, and you want to do well in your life, and you want to be respected not just for yourself. Respect your families, your friends, and also love your enemies. That is a good example of sportsmanship. No matter what your person you're talking to, you gotta have a sportsmanship and you gotta have a humble. That is a lesson that I would like to teach you with this. So between good and poor sportsmanship, there will be teams, players helping opponents up, on and off the field. The four, or the official splitting calls to players and coaches. Always shake or fist before, after, and the opponents. And lastly, accept the failures to build for success. But now the poor sportsmanship is to boo the team, disrespect, trash talk with your opponent, fighting and verbally threatening and also an athletic coaching doing these sidelines, and the last not least, not accepting will not build for success. Not accepting failure will not build for success. So yes, guys, it's gonna be a quick video. It's gonna be a quick news. What I want to say regards to the sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is a key to have this life. Not just you use apply to sports management, but you apply it to outside of it in reality. So you could be humble. So you could be disciplined. So you could live a better. So understand, it's very important. What I'm trying to say is, it's very important to stay humble, not just in sports management, but outside of sports too. So you can make a difference and make a better life. So you could be having goals in your life and help you succeed. So yes, you gotta learn to have a sportsmanship. That is a requirement to every sports. Whether it's professional sports, recreational, whatever you play sports for fun, and whatever sports competitive, sportsmanship is always going to be the key, no matter where you go. So I like to say, every one of you, make sure you take this time to know that sportsmanship is very important. So there are a few things to know when it comes to sportsmanship. So whatever it is you do, in my experience, I would say, when it comes to sports, no matter what happens, I know it can be a really tough task. I know it's hard to accept the lose, but I gotta accept the fact when I go sportsmanship, you could do better the next game. You gotta find strength to have the next game. So only until you make the difference between sportsmanship. So I would say between winning and losing. Okay? When you're winning, it feels great. It's easy to feel not much humble. Like, I know you're feeling celebration and joy, but I know you can't help it. But it's really important to help your opponents. It's very important to shake your hands whenever you win or lose. You gotta be willing to shake your hand and just be happy that, yeah, you're happy that you won. But you also gotta be happy to opponents too, because everybody did their best. And it's one of those challenges that you really gotta set for. So either way, that's one of my taking aways. And yes, what's best sportsmanship, in my opinion, is you'll help your opponent when your opponent is down. For example, you see the Olympic man, when he's down, when he's injured, you help him to get back up and carry to the finishing line. That is what the good example of sportsmanship is. That's what makes you be a hero. What hero's about is you help your opponent, help him carry the torch, you help to finish your line or finish the game. That's what you do to help them. No matter what conditions you see. I have seen a video where they have conditioning, where they play basketball, where they play football. You want to make the difference. See, that's what makes a best sportsmanship. Is that no matter what condition you have, even though you have a disability, but don't let disability define who you are. And you help them, score the touchdown, score the baskets, or make it to hole one, or made a goal line in soccer, or whatever the case may be. That's what best sportsmanship is. You help them in the finishing line. You help your friends. You carry it out during this game. So I feel like it is important to say sportsmanship is very important to have it. There is no shadow of doubt about it. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you another sample. The bad sportsmanship I'm talking about, bad sportsmanship means that you disrespect your opponents, you're taunting, and when I mean on poor sportsmanship, you'll be act like you're a coach, you act like you're a team, you're better than them, you have so much ego, and yeah, when you win, if you win, you have so much ego in your lives. But if you lose, yeah, it's easy to get upset. And I know everybody has too. But I know it's just part of the game. But hey, this happens to a lot of athletes, It's hard, because unfortunately, it's hard to control with the athletes. But when it comes to coaches, they understand what sportsmanship is like. But when it comes to an athlete, we understand they want to win so bad. But they also, what the coach told the players, they also have to learn how to lose too, where we have to get better in the sport. I'm going to tell you between winning or losing. Let me get to that part. When you're winning, you'll find something to enjoy. But when you lose, you'll find strength without giving up. Sorry for this pause, doing this misconnection issues. I'm going to get to it. So, between losing, you find strength to try again. That is a very, very important. So what I do want to say is this. It's very important to have these fundamentals of character when it comes good and poor sportsmanship. Alright? So that's how you get better in real life. And poor sportsmanship, I forgot to mention, is when you disrespect opponents, you disrespect the coaches, and let me tell you something else. Even you use disrespected outside sports, when it comes to your job, your family, your life is not going to have no value to you, and your life will be stuck for good. So, to use this good sportsmanship, it's not just for the sporting competitions or other competitions you have. It also applies to a life reality as well. Whatever it's your job, whatever it's your school, or whatever other commitments that you have. Sportsmanship and respecting others is always a key to this game. Key to this. Because without it, you will be stuck. You will have no value to it. But either way, guys, I hope everyone take this time watching this video. So, without further ado, I do want to say is thank you for joining me here today on this blog episode. I just want to show you what sportsmanship is. I hope this will help. If there's anything missing, you have anything what you like to say on the sportsmanship, you're free to write a comment below. But always please be respectful of these comments at all times. So, and whatever you should do, you're welcome to send a message. I hope you like this video. I hope this understands you. I hope that helps you, and I hope to making sure you're value to it. This is a lesson you should be taking, and so you can help you be a better lives. Just one thing, Heroes Inclusion focus on fitness and sports, but we also focus on the lessons, and we also focus on health. We always focus on when it comes to sports reality and everything else, because that's what Heroes Inclusion is all about. We wanted to bring the voice need to be heard, and that's exactly what it's all about. So please, please make sure you leave a like and comment below, but always please respectful, and also share if anybody likes. And like I say, before I leave this call, I want to say you're welcome to 30 minutes of the free trial workout. It's right here. Please do a message you're interested, and most of all, no, any other milestones, updates? Not yet. But the more updates is coming up soon. I am definitely looking forward to work with you all and making sure that I want to bring the best experience of the social media experience with Heroes Inclusion. This is more than just thinking like a business. It's more like creative, the best experience, and enjoyable as possible. Without further ado, guys, until then, thank you for joining me here today on this blog episode, Heroes Inclusion. I'm Daniel, and I'll see you on the next episode blog. Everything I will mention, I'll post it on the next one. Until then, thank you so much and have a productive day. Thank you.